Hey guys, forgot to add myself to the live. I don't see anyone waiting yet. That'll give me a couple minutes to try to get this shared out. If you are one of my lovely viewers who like to watch my live replays, thank you so much for being here today. And I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat. I'm going to take just a minute to try to share this out if I can. Still learning the ropes to all this stuff. If you can hear the background, I have the heater going. Let's see. Hey, Renee. I'm just taking a second here to try to share out the live stream so that everybody knows I did make it today. How are you, Renee? How has your day been? Hey, Comeridge in AK. Hello, Keith's Crochet and More. Welcome into the chat. Just taking a second here. I'm going to share out real quick on some social media to make sure everybody knows I'm here. Hi, Sally. Hello. Oops. Here we go. Y'all, can you tell I'm exhausted? Okay, there, I shared out a couple places. Bad morning, but good afternoon. Work. Huh, isn't that the way it goes sometimes? Hello, Carlene. So good to see you. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't realize just how horrible I looked tonight. But literally just got home maybe an hour and a half ago. I couldn't even tell you what time. Hello, Littlefoot Ranch. So good to see you in here. I came home. I changed into some chore clothes. I went out and milked the poor cows. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, yeah, just need a minute here. Milked the cows because they hadn't been milked today. I ended up staying out all night last night, and so the poor things had to be milked. Hey, Bucket List Homestead. Hello, Michelle and JJ. Thanks for coming in, Big Valley Living. Oh, I hope I haven't missed anybody. Okay, so the reason I'm having the chat today is to talk about my daughter and my granddaughter that was to be born. And so I'll just do a quick chat. I don't know how long of a live this will be because I'm pretty tired. So my daughter was to be induced, or she was induced yesterday morning, and they broke her water at noon, and she labored and did not deliver until about noon today. So it was a long time, and they live a few hours away. So it wasn't like I was going to go home and get a couple hours of sleep and then go back. So we stayed the whole night, and I stayed there the whole time. Hey, Freedom Redbird, welcome. Thank you so much for the congratulations. When they say that becoming a grandparent is pretty surreal and there's nothing like it, yeah, that is so true. Watching my baby have a baby was just such an amazing thing. And wow, I'm so excited to be a grandma. I just can't wait for what the future is going to be. I'm not going to say a whole lot about baby as much as I'd love to share pictures. I'm not going to do that today. Hey, Liz. Because I want to respect the parents and ask them what's okay first. And I I just want to let them have their time. So we won't say names. We won't talk about any of the specifics other than it was a girl and she's here and everybody's safe. There was a bump in the road at the very, very end, shortly after baby was delivered. There was some things with both mom and baby that were a tad bit scary. And so anyone wants to say prayers, I would gladly have prayers for Mama. Baby's doing great. No concerns for baby, but Mama is going to have a recovery ahead of her. And blessings and prayers are always welcome. Make America think again. Grands are the best. You have 7? Oh, wow. I can't even imagine how full your heart must be. Oh. So yeah, that was a really great experience. We hope to get to go back tomorrow and check on mom and baby. But we had to get back to the farm to be able to take care of things. And I hope to be able to get some chores done fairly quickly tomorrow and get back down there and check on everybody. But I'm really, really blessed because my son-in-law is his family, his dad and stepmom live right there in the same town. And so they're able to check in and take care, and they're wonderful. Hello, Alfonso. Youngest grandmother, you must be your 20s or 30s. Okay, now you're trying to make me feel really good about, you're trying, especially after being so tired and feeling like I look pretty ragged. No, I wish I was in my 20s and 30s still. I'm not, but I hope to be young enough to be able to have lots of fun with my grandbabies. Carlene says, I have 4 grands and 1 great grand. Oh, how exciting that must be. My grandma always said, becoming a mom is wonderful. Becoming a grandma is even better. And then when you become a great grandmother, it's just beyond. So I can't imagine what that's like. Freedom Redbird says we have 16 grandkids and 6 greats. So you agree, nothing better. Wow, that is fantastic. Littlefoot Ranch. Yeah, don't we all wish we were back in our 20s and 30s again? That would, boy, the things that I could get done. Maybe I wouldn't have been so tired. Oh. One of my manager from work is in her mid-30s and she is a grandma. Wow, I thought I started early. My husband and I were high school sweethearts and we got married shortly after I graduated high school. And then a few months into our marriage, we decided to start a family. So I got pregnant and the rest is history. So yeah, it's amazing to be in a different phase of your life. I'm out here in the farm stand trying to get quiet. I won't have any milk customers today. They came earlier today, but I did a little bit of rearranging. I made a few cute little things. Got some cheeses back there. Oh, let's see. I've got soap somewhere. Oh, see, those are all my milk jars that were brought back to me. I've got to get back. Where did I put my soap? Oh, right here. Those are the older soaps. I have new soaps that I need to get those wrapped and ready. It's a slightly different recipe and I want to wrap them and package them a little bit differently. And my goal is to be able to sell to everyone online. So I'm looking into a company that I'm going to be able to do that through. So I'm excited about that. If any of you sell online other than Etsy, give me good tips. Hey, hello, Family Adventures. Thanks for coming in. Welcome. It's going to be a super short live today. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I had planned to tell, like the whole story of everything, but then afterwards, I decided that needs to be, it's not really necessarily my story to tell, I will tell one sweet little thing that happened to me though last night or early this morning, I guess it was. In the labor room, they had one comfy chair and that was, designated dad chair. And he got up to go be by Mom. And I said, oh, do you think I could just sit in this chair for like 5 minutes? I needed to get my feet up. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. Because he was on another chair beside her. He wasn't even using it. Of course, I fell asleep. I felt really bad about it. And I got woke up and he was putting a blanket on me. So how sweet was that? What a good son-in-law I have. So that's a fun story I can tell from the night. It was nice to have my daughter. See ya, Freedom Redbird. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciated my daughter wanting me to be a part of it, and my son-in-law. My other daughter was able to actually be in the room too. We didn't know what we were in for because, every hospital has different rules, and after COVID, nothing is the same. So yeah. Alfonso says, I'm 39. Do you have a gift shop at your farm? I'm looking for farm tractors and old vintage toys. I don't have that. My farm stand is all stuff that is either raised or grown here on my farm or made by my hands. So like here behind me, you can see, I'm going the wrong way. Those are my kitchen scarves. I've given a few away in giveaways. And then I've got my dip mixes, my cheeses, and my eggs and milk. Then I have my freeze dried stuff, which I just put a whole bunch more of that. And then I have my jams and jellies somewhere in there. Oop, try not to make you sick. My soaps. I'm not sure what else I might add in the future, but my goal here is that everything is handmade by me. I think my daughter might want to put some crafty things in here at some point. Well, hey, back to Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Thank you, Big Valley Living. Goodbye, Sally. Thank you for coming in. Your grandbaby is calling soon. Every night video call, so we visit. Oh, that's so sweet. We'll have a nice conversation. Oh, before the evening gets away, there's two things I do want to make announcements on because it looks like we're losing lots of people already. We don't have a huge crowd in here tonight, but I appreciate all of you that are here, all of you that were here, all of you that are watching the replay. I really appreciate each and every one of you. It means so much to me that you would have interest in things that I have to say every Wednesday night. And that brings me to next Wednesday. I am actually going to be hosting a Pampered Chef party on YouTube. Yeah, how cool is that? So Big Valley Living actually is going to be doing the party, and we're going to do it here on my channel, and that's what next week's live will be. So if you like Pampered Chef and you want to come talk to us about it, you'll have the opportunity to order some great items. I think she might be doing a few giveaways possibly. It'll be a blast. It'll be a lot of fun, and I promise I'll have a lot more energy, but I'll have a whole week to recover from this whole weekend because I'm sure we're going to drive down there about every single day. Hey, Dark Lord Minute. Yeah, you didn't miss this one. That's right. I don't know how long I'm going to be on because I'm pretty exhausted, but we'll see what conversations everyone wants to bring up. And then the other thing I wanted to say is Big Valley Living, who I was just talking about, also does Wednesday night lives, and she's got a really neat one. They, I guess I should say, have a really neat live coming up this week. So it's in about 45 minutes. Am I right, Michelle? Or JJ, whoever's watching, both of you, correct me if I'm wrong. But we'll want to make sure that we love raid them after my live and go see them. Alfonso, I already gave it away. It was their choice whether or not they downloaded and used it. So yeah, that's already done and over. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment on my shop. A couple people mentioning. Yeah, it's kind of been a long time dream of me to always do something like this. And it's like having a farmer's market here at my house. So like when I bake breads and rolls and muffins and things. I sell them out here. People can come get them. I don't have the produce that I'd like to have to be able to sell, but that would be a goal someday to be able to do. My son actually brought me home the coolest thing that I'm going to try to make a small garden with. And so that'll be something to look forward to in the future, that you can see what he brought home and how we're going to repurpose it. So I'm excited about that because I really want to get back to gardening. I miss it. It's a lot of time to be able to take care. Really have no idea what button I pushed there, friends. Okay, so yes, let's see if I can get this to show. I think we're still live, hopefully. Yeah, it shows we're still got 9 of it in here. So yes, Big Valley Living actually is going to not have their live next week because we're combining my time and their time to have this big fun Pampered Chef party, which I'm excited about. Did you all know I used to sell Pampered Chef? I love it so much that Michelle had so much fun with becoming a consultant that she is starting to have these parties on YouTube, and I want to join in and I want to have a party too. And you know what? Other things might come of that too. But for now, we're just going to have a party and we're going to have a good time. I've got some products I want to get, and there's new stuff out there that you guys might want to see too. So I'm sorry about that. I have no idea. I must have been hovering over a button. Hey, Ginger. So actually, Ginger had the first of the Pampered Chef parties. I was just telling everyone, we talked just a little bit about my daughter and my granddaughter's here, and that next week I'll be having my Pampered Chef party. Yay. And then later, I think the plan is when my stuff comes in that I'll share all that with you on Big Valley Living's channel. Sorry, I'm really tired if I'm getting my words mixed up. Oh, sorry. Hello. I really don't have much else to talk about. Like I said, I had hoped to share pictures and things, but for now, we're just going to keep that kind of stuff private to the mom and dad until they can, get adjusted to being mom and dad. I actually haven't even held her yet. I was able to be in the birthing room, and I was right there with Mama, coaching her and able to be right there with her. But it was really important that first hour that mom and dad and baby got to bond. And so that's when I went ahead and slipped out and decided I had to get home because I was already, however many hours past chores, and, husband had medications to take because we didn't know if we were going to be spending the night. And, so you better believe it. That's a good excuse to get back down there tomorrow so I can get my snuggles. But yay. So I really don't have a whole lot more to talk about. I know my husband and I are very excited about planning lots of things to do already, and she's just here today. But it's going to be fun to do all those things that grandparents get to do, spoil them. And honestly, guys, unless anyone has any ideas that things they want to talk about or anything like that, I may just call it tonight, just because, like I said, I don't have anything planned. I just thought, well, how big is my farm? Do you normally do any agritourism, such as the pumpkin patch or the hay rides? So no, we are mostly field farmers here, And I have what I call a hobby homestead. I have thought about doing stuff like meet the animals, or days where people can come pet the animals, like when we have baby goats and stuff. But honestly, a lot of my customers, I try to make time and let them meet the new calves when they're born. Or I've even gone as far as like letting young children sit on my lap while I milk so they can experience that. um, I haven't really made anything formal. It's just kind of, I've had children with special needs that'll come out and help me as part of their learning program. I don't know. Nothing for profit by any means, but I probably should be thinking about that. But that's just not where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm just providing stuff for my family and other families. So but with the soaps, I'm trying to kind of get into um, that line where I can open a web page and be able to sell those kind of things to my non-local friends. Thank you. Yes, thumbs uppers is always nice to let everyone know we're here. Do I know if it's safe for someone like me who is blind or visually impaired working at a farm? Well, absolutely. There's plenty of people who have disabilities that do all sorts of things. You just need to find a farm that can work with you and your special needs. It's simple as that, in my opinion. I mean, like in school, a child might have a para or someone with them that would help them and guide them. There are things that are called farm dogs, PHARM dogs, I believe is what they are. And they're trained to help farmers in wheelchairs do chores. So, in my opinion, you're only limited as much as maybe your imagination or you feel you want to be, because if you have a guide or someone with you, I'm sure there's always things that you can do and experience. Just get a hold of your local farm and see what they can do. Can I share her name? If you're talking about my granddaughter, Ginger, I was telling everyone that until her parents have given me the okay, I'm not going to share any personal information as far as pictures of her name. Um, I'm sure they wouldn't care because they already know that I've said I'm going to be a grandma and it was a girl. But I just don't feel like until they've had a chance to settle in and see whether or not they want me to blast the whole world of YouTube with that information, I don't feel like I can share that. Sorry. Dark Lord Minute says, oh, hey, Elaine. Alfonso says, is there any safety concerns to work at a farm with limited vision? I normally get around using. Absolutely. There's great risk going to a farm if you're not visually impaired. I mean, there's risk in everything we do. There's risk for you to be in the city walking across the street, I'm sure. I would think that you would just need to talk to a farm and be careful with livestock, because if you don't know how to react around them, whether you're impaired or not, you can get hurt. I will, Ginger, and I'm sure my daughter would not mind at all. But I just feel like, that's the kind of thing I need to talk to them about first. But I definitely will have a picture of me and grandbaby when I get to hold her. Even if I have to put like a sticker on her face, like a emoji or whatever, there will be a picture to come, I'm sure. So Dark Lord Minute says my raised beds are up to where my arms reach. I don't bend over much to lessen the damage. So that's what I want to do, Dark Lord Minute. I want to get like 4 foot tall. We want to build raised beds so that I can sit in a chair and lean over and do gardening. I just think that would be so much better on a person's back to be able to garden that way. So that's something that I have a goal of. I was hoping to get done last year, but I didn't. Alfonso said, I thought the farm would be safer than city streets as long as I'm not around big, heavy farm equipment. Yeah, the big, heavy farm equipment is a serious thing, but depending on what kind of farm you go to, a chicken farm is going to be way safer than going to a cattle farm because cattle can run you right over and can get hurt pretty fast. Like, you don't want to be around a bull if you don't know how to handle them. But like if you went to a poultry farm, I think you could have a lot of fun with ducks and chickens and turkeys and things like that. Absolutely. So you think sitting in a chair and leaning over is worse? It's a personal thing. It is whatever you're dealing with, I guess. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Joe, fix it for you, sis. We go through a box of Band-Aids a week. That's hilarious. Oh, you too. You and Ginger crack me up. Oh. It's funny how we all have different ways of doing things, and what might work for one person doesn't work for another person, but we can bounce these ideas off each other and help each other grow. So I just love this. Alfonso, imagine having a blind person operating a farm tractor or combine. Would it be possible? There are a lot of automated things out there. And there's a difference between being like completely blind and legally blind, because sometimes you can be blind, but you can still see, like, shapes and things like that. And so you can still do a lot. Dark Lord Minute. Joey, I used to go through a box of Band-Aids every 2 days. Oh my goodness, you people and your Band-Aids. I'm considered legally blind and have low vision, 5/400 corrected. Yeah, just have to research it and figure it out. Just talk to people who are willing to work with you. The way I'm, the reason I'm called the Inquisitive Farm Wife is because I love to learn new things. And if I want to try something, I'm going to find a way to research it and figure it out. Hey, Tony, thanks for coming in. I actually don't have a whole lot left. I'm just about to wrap up. Not going to be a long live tonight. I'm exhausted. Sorry I missed game night last night, but I looked at the clock about 6:30 our time, so that would have been half hour after you guys started, and I actually peeked in really quick and I saw Leanne and was Rooster on there? I think I saw them too, just laughing it up or singing or something, and I was like, man, I'm missing a good time. And then back to business we went. So yeah, I don't think that the farmer and I could have played game night with you last night. After all, I was tempted to in the waiting room when things got slow, but just jump on and visit with you. But seemed like as soon as I'd walk away, then she'd be ready for Mom to come back. Hey, Jamie, welcome in. I keep saying this over and over. I'm just I've talked about everything I was really going to talk about today. I had to be pretty vague just to respect the new parents. And just prayers for Mama and recovery for her. Blessings to you too, Alfonso. Again, I don't have a lot to say other than next week, the plan is to have a big Pampered Chef party. It's going to be a lot of fun with Michelle. She will have a recipe to share with us and some great tools. And we will go into my time and her time tomorrow. So make sure you share lots and lots of love, and you get over there in about 30 minutes and you read them and you say that I sent you love from the Inquisitive Farm Wife, and see what they have. A great guest coming on. One of the doctors from Two Doctors Homestead, if I'm correct. She may be gone by now, but I'm pretty sure that's this week that she is going to be doing. So you guys won't want to miss that next. And I think I've answered any and all questions and told you what I could about the new baby. So guys, I think I'm going to call it, and I'm going to go to bed early tonight. We'll see y'all in the next one. Oh, hey, I'll be premiering a video in the morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we can chat again then. And my next live will be this coming Monday. I'll be doing Mail Call Monday, and I've got some special packages that I cannot wait to open up and show all of you. Some of those gifts came from people right here in the chat. So I hope that you all will come and join me Monday. I might even have Buddy Luke here with me. I'm hoping to, because there's a surprise for him in there too. It's 6 a.m. your time. Yeah, well, maybe you can just watch the video later if you don't make the premiere. That's okay. Thank you, Joe. Joey. I don't know why I said Joe. I did. Oh, that's another thing that happened to me today. So I was on my way home. I was completely exhausted, and God intervened so many times with this last couple days. But I got an unexpected phone call from a great YouTube friend, and by her calling me, it kept me awake because I was starting to doze off on the road, and I had over an hour's drive left. I didn't know how I was going to make it. And partway home, I get this phone call from someone who surprised me, and it was nice to have someone to talk to on the way home. So thank you. You know who you are. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I think I said that, hey, Two English Acres. Someone said they weren't feeling good, and I don't know who I missed that from, but whoever wasn't feeling good, feel better. And we'll see you all either at the premiere tomorrow or the live on Monday. Bye, friends. Appreciate being here. Till next time.